Welcome and thank you for watching Cooking with Ash. I hope you guys are enjoying all the amazing recipes I have been posted. If you're loving those recipes, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please hit the subscribe button below. I've prepared an amazing recipe for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy it, so let's get right into the video.
Welcome back, everyone. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy all the content I have here for you guys. So today's recipe is going to be my take on Halal. Who remember Halal in Guyana, Georgetown? It's going to be my take on Halal fried rice. So I'm using very simple ingredients for this rice, but yet still it's very flavorful, guys. So do give it a try if you enjoy this video, and do give it a try and let me know what you think about it. This is my take on it, guys. Remember, I'm saying my take on it. This is not Halal recipe that Halal gave to me. This is my take on it from the flavor, what I can remember. I will be also posting their famous red chicken, Halal famous red chicken, so look out for that recipe too, guys. So these are the ingredients we will be using for this fried rice. I have here carrot, I have bora, and the guys, the bora, whenever I buy bora tends to spoil quick in the fridge. So I would if I'm gonna like I buy bora for chow mein or fried rice, I would cut it up and I would freeze it, guys. That's why it has like that freezer ice on it. I would freeze it, and whenever I'm ready for it, I would take it out of the fridge and let it comes to room temperature. So that's why it's looking like that. We have to make do with what we have, because sometimes I can't go to the store to get the fresh bora. So I compromise. I find ways to do things that when I need stuff I have. I'm using some fine thyme. Here I have like less than half of a yellow bell pepper. I prefer the red one, but it's quarantine time, guys. I'm not going to the store just for the red pepper. Any pepper is fine. I have here some scallion, celery, ginger, fresh ginger, some onions, and some Wiri Wiri pepper. I am also using some corn. And then I have my spices in the bowl here, guys. So basically I have Chinese spice. I have here half of cinnamon stick. I am using some pimento seeds, and I have here chicken bullion cube, and I have some clove and some star anise. So this is the star of the fried rice. These are the only spice we will be using. I have here some white rice. I went ahead, guys, washed this rice and let it sit probably about like 5 to 6 minutes room temperature, and this is what it's looking like. All the water start to absorb from the rice, because we want a nice dry rice, so because the rice have to fry up nice. And this is the sauce I'm using. It's called ABC sweet soy sauce. They have it in medium too. I always buy the sweet or the medium. I never pay attention if they have any like lighter one than that. That's what I will be using. That's all the sauce. And in here I went ahead and did some garlic. I have here some celery, onions, and fine thyme. We're gonna blend this up to start the rice off with, guys. So I'll list everything I'm using in the description box below, along with the measurement. We will be also using some water. So the water portion to this rice recipe is 2 cups of rice to 4 cups of water. And I am finally doing a fried rice recipe for you guys stovetop. I know a lot of you had asked me to do a fried rice recipe stovetop. I prefer, honestly, to do it in my pressure pot because it's way faster for me. But of course, you guys ask and I have to deliver. So we're gonna be doing this stovetop. I didn't do a fried rice like in forever stovetop. So keep your fingers crossed that it comes out perfect. Pray for me, guys. Just kidding. So I will also be using some oil to start frying up the rice. So I'm gonna add everything in the description box along with the measurement. So let's enjoy this recipe together, guys. See you in the next step. Okay, guys, so I have about 2 tablespoons of oil here heating up. This is my blend up seasoning that I had. Get out of here. Make sure I get everything in there, guys. That's pure flavor right there. So I'm gonna start frying this up. Let it release the flavor into the oil, flavor the oil, cook some of the rawness out of it. So we're letting that fry up, guys. I'm just trying to, I put a little bit of water to get everything out, guys. Can't waste all these goodness, because that's where the flavor is. I will be linking my other fried rice recipes that I have on this channel for you guys to try too. Very similar ingredients, but a lot of them are cooked differently with different kind of sauce. I love to explore and try different things, so okay guys, so time for our rice. I'm adding the rice here. And we're gonna start to incorporate it. Fry this up until it gets very dry. And what we're doing here, this step, we're infusing some delicious flavor into this rice. So guys, we're gonna keep turning this rice, frying it until all that herbs and spice is absorbed into the rice and it becomes dry. That's what we're looking for. So we're gonna keep on doing that step. But remember to keep turning it, because you don't want to just leave the rice and walk away, because it's going to burn. And make sure when you're cooking this, you're cooking it in a pot with a good lid, tight lid, because we'll need to cover this. And let that rice cook and steam well. So basically frying this, guys. Frying this rice until it's dry and loose. We're infusing some really good flavor into this. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna go ahead and let this keep frying, cooking. I am going to see you guys back with the consistency I'm looking for. Make sure to keep turning your rice throughout. So guys, 5 minutes into this parching the rice or frying the rice, this is what it's looking like. I went ahead and dropped the thyme in there. We're gonna start add more flavor to it, infuse it with more flavor, but this still needs to go more for me, guys. It's still a little bit wet. It's not loose as how I would want it, so I am gonna keep doing this, keep frying the rice. And remember guys, you have to watch your rice, because everyone's stove cook differently, like the heat. I am using electric stove, gas heat is faster, so do keep an eye on your rice. Stick around, don't walk away from the stove. So I'm gonna keep frying the rice, and I'll let you guys know when it's time to add our other ingredients. Okay guys, this is what our rice is looking like, guys. Do you see how loose this is? It's not sticking together anymore. The grains are not like sticking and clumping. It's moving nice and freely in the pan. This is what we're looking for, guys, before we add other ingredients. One ingredient I forgot to mention that we will be using is some black pepper, guys. I didn't show it when the video started, but we're gonna be adding some black pepper here. In goes all our spices that we listed now. And what we're doing is adding more flavor here, guys. Oh, and this is smelling so good. Make sure to keep track of how many pieces of star anise you add, same as clove and the pimento peppers, because guys, we have to pull this out. We don't want to bite into one of that. It's believe me, it doesn't taste good. So we got to pull that out, sarge the rice when it's finished and pull it out, or just leave it in and give fair warning to your family. Don't eat it if they find it. So guys, we're infusing flavors. We're layering this rice with flavors. To this, I'm going to go ahead and add the chip up onion that I had and ginger, guys. So we're going to be adding the stuff in stages in this rice. So for now, this is all we will be adding to this rice. We're going to start, we're going to add water and let it start the boiling process. And that's when we're going to add the vegetables and other stuff slowly. We don't want to overwhelm the pan with everything at one time. We just want to do layering the flavor. We're layering the flavor here. So I'm going to keep fry this up a little bit more, guys. I hate these little cubes. They're so hard to break up sometimes. Break up. Break up. Chop it up in the pan. Here we go. I like to break it up, but as soon as you add water, it's like it melts down. So, but I like to break it up. Guys, I seriously feel I have OCD sometimes. If like things are out of place, I literally have anxiety. I have to get things my way, done my way. I wish you guys could have smelled this. And guys, I'm not adding any salt as yet. It's salt to taste. When this rice is like almost cooked, then I'm gonna taste it and see if it needs salt. If not, no salt to this. But do you see, this is what we're looking for, consistency, like how loose we're looking. This process takes the frying up of the rice. It takes about like at least 10 to 15 minutes frying it, making it like to the consistency you want, very loose and nice. When you want good tasty rice, you have to do the work for it, right? So guys, I'm gonna let this go probably for another 3 to 4 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and add water, and we're gonna start cooking this delicious rice. So guys, this is what our rice is looking like. Do you see that color that the rice achieved? That's from the rice cooking and parching in the oil. So we don't need a lot of sauce here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and add my water throughout the cooking process. We're gonna add the other stuff. We're gonna add our sauce and stuff like that. Remember, guys, it's 1 part rice to 2 cups of water, stovetop. If you're doing this in a rice cooker, I usually do 1 part rice to 1.5 cup of water. Like I said, everybody equipment, stove stuff cook differently, so that's what I usually do. So I just add the water there, guys. I am gonna go ahead, pop the lid on, and I'm gonna put my stove on very low. We want this rice to simmer and cook well. So I am going to time it to see how long it takes and let you guys know so you can have a rough idea. Guys, so it's been exactly 15 minutes and this is what our rice is looking like. So I am going to go ahead now and add our sauce to this. And like I mentioned, guys, we're not using a lot of sauce because this rice don't need a lot of sauce. Now we're going to add our carrots. And our remaining ingredients, we'll save it for when the rice is almost finished we're gonna just put it on top to steam. And guys, while the rice was cooking, I didn't touch this rice, period. I didn't go in and turn it or anything like that. Avoid turning the rice as much as possible. So now I'm gonna pop the lid back on and let the rice cook further down. So we're gonna let the rice grains, make sure all the grains are cooked really well. Okay guys, so the grains from this rice, it still have like a little bit of grain to it. That means it has to cook more, and it's still soggy, so we have to let all the water evaporate out of it and let this rice come back to the like the looseness it had when we were frying it up. So I'll see you guys back. I'll keep the timer on and let you guys know exactly the cooking time. Okay guys, so this is what our rice is looking like. I went ahead and took the lid off because my rice was completely cooked. There was no grains in it anymore. So I went ahead and took the lid off. I increased the heat from medium to between medium and high, because now I want my rice to start, the water from it, whatever is left, to start absorb and let this rice look nice and loose. So this is what it's looking like, and it's getting there guys. So now I am going to go ahead and start adding all our final ingredients. So I'm gonna add our corn, I'm gonna add our bora, our pepper, our shallots, celery, all our remaining ingredients to this guys, and our Wiri Wiri pepper. Trying to get everything there, all the goodies. And I'm just going to incorporate everything in guys. You can go ahead and taste your rice if you want to add salt to this. Now is the perfect time to add it. Or anything else the rice might need that you think you want to add. But this is it guys, it's looking beautiful. Nice and loose. And very flavorful. I have spill. I'm frying it a little bit more guys. Make sure that all the vegetable I just added to this cook down, like at least like steam down a little bit before I take this off the heat. But look at that guys, it's so nice and loose, stovetop, nice and loose. It's not soggy, it's not clumpy, it's nice and loose. And remember guys, as this sits in air, it's gonna get more loose. So here you have it guys, my take on some Halal fried rice. Keep an eye out for the chicken because I'm doing the chicken recipe too. I'm gonna plate this up. You know what, I'm gonna plate it up with the chicken and let you guys see what it looks like, the whole complete thing. So I'm gonna see you guys shortly. Oh, I forgot to mention too guys, I went ahead and pull out, remember I was telling you we have to take out the pimento seed and because I just saw a clove here. There it is. I missed one. We had to pull out the pimento seed, the cloves, and the cinnamon stick. I went ahead and picked those out, guys, and the star anise out of the rice. You don't want to be eating rice and you bite into one of that. It's not a good taste. So here you have it, guys. This is what our fried rice is looking like. I'm gonna take this off the heat, let it come down to room temperature, plate it up, and let you guys see the finished product. So here you go, guys. As promised, I plate up the fried rice, and it's tasting delicious and it's looking delicious, and I promise to put the chicken with it so you guys can see what it's looking like. Look out for the chicken recipe on my channel. I will be posting the fried rice pretty soon too, guys. I went ahead and just garnish it with some extra scallion, pepper, cucumber. You can do salad if you like on the side, whatever you prefer. Angelique Singh requested this recipe. I hope you enjoy this recipe. I am just going to dig into the rice so you guys can see what it looks like inside. Remember, I said as the rice sit and cool down, it's gonna get more loose, and this is what it's looking like, guys. Texture wise, it's beautiful inside. A delicious plate of rice. So I hope you guys enjoy my take on Halal fried rice and red chicken, and I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Bye. See you guys soon with another great recipe.